All right, so what we do here at Osfox Architecture is we design buildings that ultimately get built, give our developers great ROIs, and enhance the overall community. So in this video, we're going to break down the case study of a 37-unit boutique apartment in Pompano Beach, Florida, currently under construction. We designed it, it's being built. Let's break it down. First thing is project overview. How do we get this site? You got a site, building on it. Well, it's actually over here. Streets like this, right? A street. You enter in here, park underneath the building, park back out. This is building. Building. This site, we actually inherited from another project. Our client bought the site with site plan approved drawings. They were not happy with it. They hired us to change the entire building, go back in site plan approval, do the construction documents, get it permitted, and ultimately under construction. So number one would be site plan approval. We had to do SPA. Site plan approval for City of Pompano Beach is pre-application, it is a design review committee, it is the architectural appearance committee, and it is planning and zoning. So we had to go through all four of these from the scratch from the beginning. So number one, pre-app, or app, whatever you want to say. Number one, then we had DRC, design review committee, we had AAC, and we had P&Z. Pre-application was a pre-application, just basically talk about it. Design review committee is basically going through the entire design review committee, showing here's what we want to do, here's point A, point B. Architectural appearance committee is basically here's the look, color, stone, materials, all 9 yards. Planning and zoning is overall view of the project. You have to get a green light from everybody, check, 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 which we ended up doing. We ended up getting the green light from start to finish. Then we go into number two, construction documents. Number two, CDs, MEP, structural, whole 9 yards. So now you're taking this building that you worked on and you're engineering it. So site plan approval, check. Then we go to CDs, you get that completed, check. Number three, permitting. Permit and bid. We take these drawings that are now complete, we submit them to the city, go a couple rounds with the city, back and forth, yada yada. Basically, we're getting the project approved for code compliance and all the other fun stuff. That gets approved, the project goes out to bid, so we get our permits check. At the same time they're bidding the project, prices come back from structural, MEP, windows, all the fun stuff. That comes back good. This is over the years, I would say this takes about a year. This is about a year to a year and 2 months. What I mean is that site plan approval takes about 4 to 6 months. CDs you can run parallel. This is about a year and a whole glance. And then obviously permitting, year roughly, so a year. Un año. Un año. Then you got construction. This is the part after you get your permits, after you get your bidding, it goes for financing at the same time, everything checks out. Construction. At this point, the building is rising. Thou shall rise. Building is now on the rise, and as you guys can see, we're involved during CA, CAR5's construction. CA, we're basically in the background making sure things are working well. Any questions, comments, anything they got, the architect, the engineers, we're making sure that the project is moving smoothly. This is how the project started from the beginning to where it is right now, currently under construction, with it topping out hopefully in the next couple of weeks and ultimately finishing Q3, Q4 of this year. This is how we took a site from patch of grass to conceptual, to site plan approval, to construction documents, to getting it under construction within a year, year and a half. This takes some time, but overall this is how we did it at our firm, inheriting the project and getting to the finish line. This ultimately is how you get a project from dirt up and a rise. Now, last but not least, would be 3, 4, 5, what'd you say, Finn? Is the CO. At the end of the day, the contractor has to finish out with his punch list, he has to finish everything on the drawings. When the CO happens, we're officially closing out the project, which hopefully is gonna be coming this year if the contractor speeds things up. I gotta kick his butt sometimes, but overall, this is how a project goes from start to finish. This is how a 37-unit boutique apartment in Pompano Beach is moving forward here at Osfox Architecture. So this is our role in the project. We are in it from day one to day fin, I just want to say. We're in it from the whole ride. We're with you guys from the beginning to the end. That's the important part of having a good architect, because you need to be involved from the beginning to the end. So if you have a property in mind that you're thinking about developing or have questions about, feel free to reach us at architect.com. Reach out on YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever, you can get a hold of us. We're very easy to get a hold of. Send me a message, send me an email. We can take a look at your property to take it from point A to point B. It may take some time, but overall, this is how we get projects out of the ground. At Osfox Architecture, we're here to help you guys.